Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz, this is my channel, The King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have a this is a very exception to the rules. Usually I don't unbox or review pricey or expensive fragrances, but this is exception to the rule because I missed it. I had the original Dior Homme Parfum from 2015. I sold it for peanuts, something like 70 quid or something like that, and since then I regret it. I said, oh, what did I do, why did I sell it? And since then I will just keep watching to replace it to get another one, and it is impossible. Either you have to pay a ridiculous price, just I'm not going to even mention the prices, or even from your Dior or Dior website, it's always out of stock, almost always. So just keep watching, and then suddenly I saw this website. They only had like 5 in the stock at a time, and I just jumped on it and I bought it. And it's not cheap either, it was just retail price £120 or £125, something like that. So this perfume is not cheap, and you can't find it discounted because you can't even find it suggested retail price anywhere you go. It's either out of stock, they don't have it. Dior own website, they don't have it. There are people in France who I know a couple of people I contacted, and they went few department store, they looked for me, they couldn't find it. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so this is very dear to me. I mean, I haven't unboxed it yet, but I know the perfume anyway. But this is the 2020 version. So the original one, 2015, was 75 ml. This is 100 ml, but is same or similar concentration, which is Eau de Parfum. Is it Eau de Parfum? Well, it says Parfum on it. I think it's Parfum, or at least it's Eau de Parfum. The original one, the 2015 one, was a beast mode, 12 hours plus. Goodness me, you couldn't get rid of it. Even if you had a shower, you couldn't get rid of it. It was so strong. 1 or 2, maybe 3 max sprays. It was ridiculously strong. Since I sold it, I regret it every day. Anyway, so many of you will know this because it's quite known in the community. I think probably this is one of the best perfumes in the market right now. Okay, it used to be Credo Ventus since 2010. Credo Ventus, everybody's going to Credo Ventus, or Credo Ventus flankers. Oh, sorry, Credo Ventus copies, or clones. And when this one came out, I bought it for a very good price back then, and not many people even knew about it. I bought it 2015 or 2016, one of them anyway, so it was very on the radar yet. And the reason is because this is probably one of the best creation, at least in the designer world. I know a couple of niche heads that they don't buy anything from niche fragrances, that if you mention anything designer, they'll look at you, it's like you're talking blasphemy. Yeah. And those couple of niche heads, they don't have any design in their fragrance apart from this one. So you can tell how good this is. That those 2 niche heads, they not only they have it, they have the backup bottle for it as well. So when I heard that from them, I said, oh my god, I have to get it. I knew how good it was anyway, but it just basically reinforced what I felt about it. Anyway, so let's go with the unboxing. I don't want to unbox it. You know, I pay £125 for it. You know, I could easily put it on eBay and sell it for more than that, maybe even up to £200. I checked eBay. Right now, they're selling them for around, you know, between 180 to £200 if you can find some. Because as you said, you can't find it, you know, in a normal shops, you know, departments, normal way when you you know, search and do it online, you know, like say for example Latino, it doesn't exist. Anyway, so here you go. Quite a simple, very simple box. It's one of the simplest box you ever see, but the important thing is the juice itself. Okay, let's go. So I just take this, put it there. Here we go. So very simple box, but it does the job. Okay. And look at that beauty. I've been waiting for you for like 3 years, even more probably. Alright, so look at that. It's one of the most gorgeous, iconic bottles you ever see, or at least for my taste. I love it. The cap is plastic, but it's huge. It says CD on the top. Even from the, you know, the sprayer. Goodness me, it's so strong. Alright, I don't want to spray it. Anyway, so for the sake of this video, let's go. One is enough. Goodness me, wow. Alright, I can smell already the makeup, the iris. Yeah, still beauty. Gorgeous. Okay, so first thing it hits, at least my nose, it hits me, is the iris. And the iris is perfectino in this, okay? I have many iris fragrances in my collection, and they are quite similar to this. For example, what's his name? Oh my god, I forgot. Anyway, so I have a few of them, yeah? And they do similar thing to this, but none of them go the same round as Dior Homme, especially the Parfum. These days, forget about the Dior Homme because that one is completely ruined. Dior Homme Intense is still quite good, the newer version of it, but this one is something else. It's a different level of beauty, and especially the iris. Yeah, the iris is so big and so thick in here, and this is the main attraction of this fragrance, okay? The iris. If you don't like iris, forget about it. But if you are like me, you're a lover of iris, this is done to perfection. Mr. Dimashi, the perfumer, is what's his name? Let me just. Mr. Dimashi, which is the house perfumer for Dior these days. It used to be an independent perfumer, but I think since 2012 or 13, he became the house perfumer for Dior, and what a perfumer he is. Yeah, Francois Dimashi, okay? So he's one of the top 10 perfumers in the world, okay? When any person who knows about perfumes, when you mention his name, they will know automatically. Francois Dimashi, one of the most experienced, one of the most important figure. He's iconic. He's so important. I think apart from maybe one or two perfumers which are super iconic, he's easily his top 5. Anyway, so let's go to the yeah. It was released according to Fragrantica, it's 2014, but I think it's wrong. It's 2015. Anyway. So it was released 2015, and Francois Dimashi is in the nose behind it, and the top note we have Tuscan iris, whatever that is, iris, okay, Tuscan iris, which is Italian iris, Italian orange. Middle note we have the leather and the rose, and in the base we have sandalwood, amber, plus the agarwood and cedar. So this one is quite, Fragrantica is quite, you know, it's a simple breakdown, but it's much more complex than that. Anyway, so first thing it hits me is the iris. Beautiful. And then is the rose. The rose is behind iris, making it super sexy. Easily could be unisex, yeah, even though it's Dior Homme. Homme in French means men or man. Easily unisex because of that rose and iris, making it super floral. So this is a super floral fragrance. If you don't like floral, this is not for you. Sometimes I because, you know, when I hear things from people, it puts a smile on my face. Like for example, some people say, "Oh, I don't want any florals in my fragrance." How are you going to make a fragrance without floral? Okay, fragrance is floral. Without floral, fragrance don't exist. From the day one, 5,000-6,000 years ago, the perfumes started from florals. Okay, and even up to today, without floral perfumery is almost impossible, or even if you can do it, is not going to be as good. Okay, so florals are perfumes, florals are perfumery, florals are must have part of perfumes, and in this case it shows my point. Okay, very well. Look at the combination of this iris and the rose. It's the gorgeousness. So everything else is behind these two. So iris first, and then rose, and then the leather, and then the cedar, and also you get the orange. The orange in the beginning gives it a quite tarty feel, it's a zesty, tarty feel. But that zestiness, because of the iris is so big, it's just basically in the background. And also the it says oud. I don't get that much oud, or at least I don't get the oud we are familiar with, or I am familiar with. Mostly what they're doing, they putting the oud in here to lift everything up. So they're using oud as a support role, or as a background role, or as a base role. So this, the oud, what does in here, it gives everything else a platform to go up. Okay, to lift, to go up, to diffuse much more efficiently. And this is what the oud does here. Otherwise you can't smell the oud. I can't smell the oud. And as I said, you know, even in the dry down, far dry down, you can't smell the oud. But what you smell more than oud is a sandalwood. The oud doesn't smell at all. The sandalwood is, yes. Again, the sandalwood is giving it, the combination of the sandalwood and the iris in here, it makes it super smooth and super well done and so rounded. And again, this is one of the strengths of this fragrance. That smoothness plus the roundness of it is just another level, especially for designer Dior. Yeah, this kind of roundness and the smoothness you find in very high-end fragrances. You know, niche, very indie, very, you know, small places that they make super high-end fragrance, and that's why many people are so impressed with this one. Apart from the smell, obviously. So overall, 10 out of 10. If I had more, I would give it. For a first impression, or at least for many years I haven't smelled it. I love it to bits. Many people praise it for a good reason, and I am in that camp. So if you can find it for even £125, which is a suggested retail, I never say blind buy, okay, because different people have different tastes, different nose, different skin, different lifestyle, different environment, different working place, different upbringing, different cultural background, and so on and so forth. So I never say that in my videos. I never say go on blind buy. But to me, this is perfection in a bottle. To me, this is gorgeous to the max. I wish there are perfumes out there that they could. This is another thing, you know. I am so amazed that no other company copied it. With Creed Aventis, there are hundreds of copies or clones, or, you know, inspired, blah blah blah. But with Dior Homme, which is one of the most beautiful fragrances in the world, nobody come. At least there are few out there that they can come close, not close, even close to it. They can put you in the right direction, I would say. I'll give you an example. For example, Latafa Velvet Oud, okay? I would say maybe 50% similar to this. The only thing is that one doesn't have iris. So apart from the iris, almost everything else is in that Latafa Oud Velvet. But again, it doesn't go that the way you want it to go, okay? It's got everything else from the iris. That one doesn't have iris, but everything else that one has. Which for the price under £20 for a Velvet Oud. So if you can't afford it, or if you can't find this, and you want something at least to put you in the right direction, Velvet Oud is a good example. But again, it doesn't go even close to it. Yeah, it doesn't go even. We want one of these companies to come up with something that at least goes 90% similar to it, similar to the Dior Homme Parfum. But none of them has it. Okay. As I said, Velvet Oud probably is one of the closest come to this, and even that is about 50% close, which is still not close enough to, at least for my nose, for my taste. So, guys, this one was the unboxing. It's not first impression as such, but it's unboxing and talking about this version, because I had the old version, the 75 ml. Which was heaven on earth. Why did I sell it for peanuts, £70? I don't know. What a stupid person I am. That shows you how stupid I am. And this one is not going anywhere, okay? Even though I paid £125 for it, which is quite pricey for me, but unbelievable. It worth every penny. Beautiful. It's got this powdery feel to it. Again, if you're not a fan of powderiness, this is not for you. It's got a powdery, little bit of dusty feel to it. Gorgeousness to the max. Alright guys, so next video what I'll do, I'll give you the update obviously for the performance and things like that, because the 2015 version I had, it was stellar. It was 12 hours plus, super strong. House filler, room filler, whatever you want filler. This one I have to wait and see. I hope, finger crossed, this is, if it's not as good as the one, at least it performs well. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much as always. If you have it, if you know it, if you think anything comes close to this, put it in the comment. This way other people will know, and also I know, because I want to know if there is a copy of Dior Homme out there, Dior Homme Parfum, and then I can go and get it, because I don't want to use this. Probably if I get something that is close to this and cheaper, I'll use that one instead and keep this one for very, very special occasions. Okay guys, thank you very much as always for joining me. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, if you find it entertaining, if you find it in any way, shape valuable, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but this way you show me love, you show me support, and I keep going with this endeavor. 90% of people who watch my videos, they're not subscribed. That is a travesty. That is a tragedy. That is unbelievable. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell button for future videos, and share this one with others. This way you help me to expand my channel. I'll be very grateful, and I'll see you later. Bye.